Today we are going to discuss about uh, some mathematical expression of solution. One of them, first we are going to discuss about the mole fraction or X. The name mole fraction indicates that it is the fraction of mole. You know that mole is the molecular weight of element expressed in gram. That means whenever the molecular weight of a molecule is expressed in gram, that is known as mole. For example, the molecular weight of water is 18 gram, so the mole of water is 18 gram. That means 18 gram water indicates 1 mole of water. Mole fraction is the ratio of number of moles of one constituent, either solute or solvent, in solution to the total number of moles of solute and solvent. If N represents the moles of solute and capital letter N indicates the moles of solvent, then mole fraction of solvent is the X subscript solvent is equal to capital letter N divided by small letter n plus capital letter N. That means if we want to calculate the mole fraction of solvent, then we have to divide the mole of solvent by the sum of mole of solute and solvent. Mole of solvent divided by sum of mole of solute and mole of solvent. In the similar way, if we want to calculate the mole of solute, then we have to divide the mole of solute by the sum of mole of solute and mole of solvent. Mole of solute divided by the mole of solute and mole of solvent, and this is known as mole fraction of solute. If we want to calculate the mole fraction of hydrochloric acid, which contains 36% hydrochloric acid by weight, then uh, we have to know what is 36% hydrochloric acid by weight. 36% hydrochloric acid by weight means 36 gram hydrochloric acid is dissolved in 100 gram solution. That means the weight of solute is 36 gram and the weight of solvent is 64 gram. Now we have to find out the moles of solute. That means we have to find out the mole of hydrochloric acid. We know that the 36.5 gram hydrochloric acid indicates 1 mole of hydrochloric acid. In that connection, 36 gram hydrochloric acid is approximately equal to the 1 mole of hydrochloric acid, and the rest of the solution, that means 64 gram of solvent, maybe is water, and 18 gram water is equal to 1 mole of water. In that connection, 64 gram water will be 64 divided by 18 gram. This is the mole of water, and by putting this value of n, small n and capital letter N, we can calculate the mole of solute. Next, mole fraction, mole percent. Mole percent is nothing but the multiplication of mole fraction with 100. If we multiply the mole fraction with 100, then it becomes mole percent. Moles of one constitute in 100 moles of solution is known as mole percent. It is obtained by multiplying x, that means mole fraction, by 100. That means if we want to calculate the mole fraction of a mole percent of solvent, then we have to find out the mole fraction of solvent, then we have to multiply the mole fraction of solvent with 100. Then it will give us the mole percent of solvent. In the similar manner, if we want to find out the mole percent of solute, then at first we have to calculate the mole of solute, then we have to multiply the answer with 100. That will give us the mole percent of solute. Now, percent by weight, the term percent by weight was appeared in here. What does it mean by percent by weight? Percent by weight means percent weight per weight solution. Percent by weight means percent weight per weight solution. The first W indicates the weight of solute, and the W which is in the denominator is indicative of the weight of solvent, weight of solution. The numerator W indicates the weight of solute, and the denominator W indicates the weight of solution. So the numerator W indicates the weight of solute, and the denominator W indicates the weight of solution. And mathematically, if we want to calculate the percent by weight, it is the weight of solute divided by weight of solution into 100. For example, if a solution contains hydrochloric acid 36% by weight, what does it mean? It means that it has 36 gram hydrochloric acid. That means it is the weight of solute, and the rest of the weight, which is 64 gram, is the weight of solution. 36 plus 64 indicates total of 100 gram of solution. That means 36 gram is the weight of solute. 36 plus 64, this is the weight of solution, and where the weight of solvent is 64 gram. Now what will be the percent by weight of sodium chloride if 2.75 gram of sodium chloride is dissolved in 9.85 gram of water? In that case, this is the weight of solute. 2.75 gram is the weight of solute, and 2.75 plus 9.85, this is the weight of solution. 2.75 plus 9.85, this is the weight of solution, and it will be multiplied by 100. Now percent by volume. Percent by volume is the volume of solute divided by volume of solution. Volume of solute divided by volume of solution. This is numerator V indicates the volume of solute, and this denominator V indicates the volume of solution, and percentage indicates that weight of volume of solute divided by weight of volume of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. So percent by volume, volume by volume is the volume of solute divided by volume solution into 100. If you want to make 100 ml of a 5% by volume solution of ethylene in water, what will be the amount of ethylene? 5% volume by volume solution indicates 100 ml will contain 5 ml ethylene. In that case, in that connection, 1000 ml will contain 50 ml ethylene solution. Very simple math. Percent by weight in volume. In this case, the numerator W is the weight of solute, and the denominator V is the volume of solution, and the percent is indicates it is multiplied by 100. So percent W by V is the weight of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. One problem is 50 ml of an aqueous solution of sucrose contains 750 milligram of sucrose. What is the weight per volume percentage concentration of the solution in 100 gram per 100 ml? If you want to solve this problem, 50 ml is the volume of solution, and 750 milligram is the weight of solute, and we have to find out the final concentration in gram per ml. That means we have to convert this 750 milligram into gram. We know that 1000 milligram is equal to 1 gram. In that case, 750 milligram will be equal to 0.75 gram. So 0.75 gram is the weight of solute divided by 15 ml is the volume of solution into 100. And what is the answer? After calculation, the result will be the accurate answer. Now dilution. We know that dilution means to make something less concentrated or unsaturated. So dilution is the addition of solvent to decrease the concentration of solute. The solution volume changes but the amount of solute is constant. So this is an pictorial depiction of dilution. Dilution is addition of water to decrease the concentration of solute. That means the amount of solute will remain constant but the amount of solvent will increase. This is the initial solution where the volume of solvent is about half of the beaker, and this is the diluted solution where the volume of the solution is occupying about 2/3 of the beaker, but the amount of solute is the same for both the beakers. So this is dilution. Whenever something gets concentrated, we have to add some water to make it dilute. So what is the formula for dilution? Dilution the formula for the calculation of dilution is M1V1 is to M2V2. M is the molarity of initial solution, V is the molarity of volume of initial solution, M2 is the molarity of final solution, V2 is the molarity of final volume. That means M1V1 indicates the initial condition, M2V2 indicates the final condition. So if we want to calculate what is the volume of 6 molar sodium hydroxide needs to be diluted to prepare 5 liter 0.1 m sodium hydroxide. 6 molar sodium hydroxide is the mother solution and we have to prepare 5 liter 0.1 m sodium hydroxide solution. This is our final solution. And you can see that the mother solution is very concentrated, 6 molar, but the final solution is diluted 0.1 molar. 6 molar is highly strong base, 0.1 molar is very weak base. So our final volume is 5 liter and final concentration is 0.1 molar. Our initial volume concentration is 6 molar and we have to find out the V1, or we can change the term, we have to find out the V2, whatever we say. So M1 V1, M1 is the initial concentration of the mother solution, V1 is the volume which is required to prepare the final solution, M2 is the concentration final solution, V2 is the volume of final solution, and here M2 is 0.1 molar and V2 is 5 liter. So V1 is 0.083 liter, and this is the formula in which we calculate the dilution. Thanks to all for watching the video.